Hey VC, here we are, end of the year. What a year, it's gone very quick. As promised in my Christmas Day video, I'm going to do a top 10, I'm going to do two videos, a top 10 sort of grails and want listers, and a top 10 sort of things that are new to me, things that I missed out on, I never heard before. So some things that I've heard of but never heard and I've really enjoyed, or things that just completely passed me by and I love. So I've picked out 10 from each, but I'll do it in two separate videos. So this one is going to be the top 10, or 10, I would say top. It's not really a list, it's not really any specific order. I've just grabbed 10 things that I really enjoyed this year. Some things in here that may surprise you that I never heard before. But yeah, I'm glad that I have. But yeah, I was really inspired by Jonas's video, who showed his top finds for the year, and his approach has really inspired me to focus my collecting a lot more, and get things I really want next year. So he showed every record he showed was a grail for him, and you know, even though I didn't know what they were, I could tell they were grails. I could tell they were important to him because of his passion and his excitement to talk about them. He just seemed like he was really excited to get that, and it just reminded me of, you know, that feeling of things that you get that you really want. And I think I probably was a lot less focused this year, but as a result I discovered a lot of music I'd never heard before. So it's kind of the trade-off, you know, if you just buy what you want from your list, you don't learn as much as you could. You know, it's all about the trade-off. So yeah, anyway, leading on from that, in terms of me being less focused this year, I discovered a lot of stuff, a lot of genres. A big one, well, I'll talk about it. We'll get into it, and I'll talk about each one and how they opened my ears a lot. First one, this record I discovered at the beginning of the year. I picked up a weird reissue of it, and then I subsequently got sent an original US pressing by none other than Roger Colman. So thank you, Roger. This made it into the list. For me, this is the first. It's not the first reggae record, but it's one that really clicked with me from back to front, and it sort of gave me a bit more confidence to learn a bit more about reggae and really push forward with stuff. So yeah, I spent a lot of time listening to reggae this year and learning a lot and reading a lot about reggae music. So in terms of discoveries and favourite things, this is a big one. I've talked about this many times throughout the year in videos, which just goes to show, you know, how important that one is for me. Another genre that I got into this year is, I guess, this comp is more classed as outlaw country, but country music in general. I just realised I didn't put in the Flying Burrito Brothers. That should be in the list for sure. Gilded Palace of Sin. This comp was a massive eye-opener for me in terms of learning about some artists on here. Guy Clark, Larry John Wilson in particular, Townes Van Zandt, Rodney Crowell. I mean, they're all names I'd heard, but I couldn't really place them together until I heard this compilation, and it all made sense. Heart One Highways. Also, it's a Audiophile Dream record. It sounds absolutely wonderful. So yeah, in terms of records that helped me learn about things, this is definitely one of them. So yeah, I mean, those were two big genres for me to listen that I've got into a lot more this year. Same with Psych, whatever you want to call that. This is a record that had for years, I mean, this has been talked about for years in the VC, and it never clicked with me, never really did anything, until this year when I finally got it and understood it. I did know the track Alone Again, or because Calexico covered it, but yeah, this year this record really made sense and has become an absolute favourite for me. That was a big one. I also should have put Big Star in the same category. See, as I'm thinking about these, there's more things that didn't click for me, and this year they've made sense. Both Big Star, Radio City, and Number One. They were big ones. Again, in a similar vein to the Heart on Highways. This is Gene Clark. This is a record I didn't know at all. Hadn't seen the cover before. But yeah, when I heard this, it just blew me away. It's completely gorgeous. The album's called No Other. Absolutely love this now. It's a big favourite for me. Yeah, fantastic record. That was a really nice thing to discover. Going back into, I suppose, Psych. Again, another VC classic that I hadn't heard or bothered to check out, and I can't believe I hadn't heard it for so long. This one here. Really easy to get into. The first time I heard this, I really loved it. Yeah, 12 Dreams of Dr. Sargonicus. Wonderful, really wonderful. So, yeah, these, I guess, yeah, records that are absolute classics that I hadn't heard. Another one, I sort of got a lot more into folk and traditional folk music this year too. This obviously being one of the big UK folk ones, Folk Roots, New Roots, Shirley Collins, David Graham. So this is the Four Men with Beards pressing, which actually sounds pretty decent. I was quite surprised. It's the first time in years I've brought a Four Men with Beards record into the house, because normally I avoid them like the plague. But this is, yeah, a really wonderful album. Truly gorgeous. There you go. Originals of this are a lot of money, but yeah, it's I went off on a big David Graham kick listening online on the back of that, and then I picked up some more Bert Jansch and Pentangle and stuff, and yeah, that was big. And then towards the back end of the year, I really got, over summer, got into Tying Up, Archie Bell and the Drells, got into funk and soul. So I listened to this a lot more. I'd never heard this record before, and I can't believe I hadn't heard it or realised where it came from, because I know a few of these tracks really well just from being out and around in bars and at gigs and stuff. Really like this record. It's so much fun. I can't believe I hadn't heard it previously. Oh, closing in here. Some of these I've talked about very recently. Of course, this record that everyone in the VC should own or know about. This is the Blameful Isles Pull Aroma. This is if I was making a video that was my favourite records of the year, I've got a handful of new releases, but this would definitely be up there. I think this is the best Blameful Isles record by far. There's a certain track that blows me away every time, and it's like basically the last side I think is absolutely perfect. Yeah, this is absolutely wonderful. Daniel, you nailed it. I love this record. I think you can still get copies of it, but yeah, this would probably be up there with my albums of the year. The other one being up there would be Mild Life Phase, one that I instantly fell in love with the moment I heard it. Jazzy, funky, groovy, killer band out of Melbourne, and yeah, this also came out this year, yeah, 2018. Definitely wonderful. We've all talked about this Mild Life. At least I know Fred and I have talked about it multiple times, so that gives you an idea. And another one that came out this year that blew me away, I actually got this as VCLT. Again, thank you to John for sending me this. Thank you very much. This was a big one for me. We all know that 2018 has been a big year for UK jazz. So many amazing records, so many ones that I should have picked up, like the Sons of Kemet. That would have made my list. I should probably pick that up. Really wonderful. Yeah, UK jazz is a lot more spiritual than the ill-considered stuff, I think. These guys are a trio, really wonderful. This was, creeped in right at the end. I won't talk about it too much because I've talked about it very recently. XTC Skylarking. This was a wow moment. I was blown away by this. Something that I didn't know that I liked. This is Tatsuro Yamashita, For You. Absolutely groovy, funky, city pop, boogie, shiny, happy summer music out of Japan. Yeah, really wonderful. And the last one was this that I had seen the name and cover before, but I'd never heard, and I found it really cheap, so I took a risk. And yeah, I really, really enjoy this record. Super fun, super happy. One of the greatest covers of Only Love Can Break Your Heart by Neil Young on here. Need to give this a clean and a new sleeve actually. Yeah, another one that I really love and I didn't know until this year. So yeah, on 1991 on Croatian Records. Well, they're on Croatian, but this was put out by Heavenly Records. Interesting. Fox-based Alpha. So there you go. But yeah, I definitely, now thinking about it, would have put Big Star in there for sure. That would have been a big one. And the Flying Burrito Brothers. Oh. Anyway. Cool. So that's part one. I'll try and post these up both today, which in New Zealand now it's New Year's Eve in the morning. So we'll get them out before the end of the year. There we go. Again, thank you to everyone that subscribed this year. I've pumped out a lot of videos this year. It's been a big one, I think. Yeah, cheers to everyone that watches, cheers to everyone that subscribes. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that people sit here and watch me talk about music, and you know, even someone said in the live stream that they're watching my videos over and over, the same ones over and over, which makes me smile. I can't believe people will do that. Yeah, I mean, and just I guess thank you to the VC. Thanks for making videos. Thanks for turning me on to music. In terms of my knowledge, the VC is probably something that changed my life and my ears and the things that I've discovered. It's a gift really. So with that said, I sort of want to continue making videos next year, and we'll see where we go. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.